Mr. Stern. It's going to look a whole lot better than that. Believe me. When I'm in it, it's going to look really good.
With the first pick in the 2007 NBA Draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Greg Oden from Ohio State University.
Greg Oden, the 25-year-old 7-footer out of Ohio State University, is about to step on the floor and play in his first NBA contest.
Oh, Greg went down and, his knee is, holy cow, Portland doesn't need this.
Hard to come back, very difficult with all those operations, and right there is what you see he can do inside.
I'm Greg Oden. I went to the Ohio State University. I was drafted in the NBA by the Portland Trail Blazers, and then I played for the Miami Heat, and now I am in China in the CBA, and I play for the Jiangsu Dragons.
And then what it was like to hear your name called by Portland that year?
It was a whirlwind, you know. I'm so thankful for the Portland Trail Blazers organization and the opportunity that they gave me. It was a great things, great blessings brought to my family after that. And I'm just very thankful for everything that happened, you know. I'm sorry, you know, I couldn't really live up to the #1, you know, spot, but, you know, things happen, but, you know, it was a great opportunity, and, you know, it was a great part of my history.
After tremendous success in high school and college, Greg Oden's NBA career was derailed by an unfortunate series of injuries. Now the big man is over here in China playing center for the Jiangsu Dragons and looking to dominate a different league. What was it like for you, that first setback and missing the first season that should have been with the Trailblazers?
It kind of brought me down a little bit, you know. It's just having so much to live up to right away, and then just kind of being told, you know, you can't play for the whole year, you know, and it's just like, man, I thought I was feeling good. Sometimes I look at some of the draft pictures I had and realize how skinny I was when I first got to Portland. I don't think I've been that skinny since.
How did you fight through it, and were there any points that you were ready to give up?
I want to say my third year, you know, no, actually my fourth year. My fourth year, because my third year is when I broke my kneecap.
Right.
And then I came back from that and ended up having another refracture in that kneecap. So then I had to spend the whole summer rehabbing. And then that fourth year, you know, I was like, okay, I'm about to be back, you know, let's have this doctor's appointment. And it was just a quiet one. And, you know, he came back and was like, well, you got more cartilage missing. You need another microfracture. That's the one that really kind of brought me down mentally, like, man, I've only played it a year and a half and 4 years, you know, and those were even up and down, so that was kind of tough.
There was more bad luck in China as a thumb injury derailed his progress in the CBA, and the center only played 25 games with Jiangsu, averaging 13 points and 12.6 rebounds. And when the Dragons' playoff hopes ended, so did his days playing for Jiangsu as the team released Oden.
I mean, I feel like I've had some setbacks here also, you know. In my last preseason game, I basically broke my right thumb, you know, and it was kind of fractured all the way through. And somehow I was only out a month, maybe, you know, and I started coming back from that. And, you know, it's kind of tough when you still got a fractured finger to be as smooth on the court as you want to with your jump shot and your hook shots and everything. But you know, I'm big, you know, so it's kind of easy. You know, the one thing that they brought me here for is defense and rebounding, you know, and that's one thing I can definitely bring, is just being a big presence on the inside defensively and definitely getting a lot of rebounds. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm leading my team in rebounding, so.
Now, Oden's period in China was certainly not all bad, as in addition to getting in some valuable playing time, he learned about a new culture and enjoyed some unique experiences of living in a foreign land.
Yeah, the culture shock was the biggest thing for me, you know. I am bigger than everybody, so, you know, I'm kind of looked at kind of like a monster out here, you know. One of the funny stories I got, like a couple of weeks ago, I get off the elevator and there's like 3 grown women. They look up at me and scream and take off running down the hallway. And they kind of threw me off. Like, I kind of jumped back like, oh, what happened, you know? And then I didn't know what to think. I just kind of stood there for a second, was like, that really just happened. But,
Wow.
but other than that, it's just like my teammates, they're great. You know, my teammates are great. The one thing Marshawn Brooks told me when I first got over here, he was like, look, you'll be okay as long as you realize you're not in the NBA anymore. You know, things are different over here. You know, travel's different, hotels are different. You know, it's just, the league's different. And that was one thing kind of got me ready for when the season started.
Have you had any interesting food? Has your teammates taken you out for anything really strange so far? What's one of the weirdest things you've...
I think it was tiger meat. Yeah, we had tiger meat. And of course I tried it. You know, I try everything, so it wasn't bad. It wasn't really that bad. It had a weird kind of taste to it, but it wasn't bad. That and turtle. It kind of tastes like calamari, but the fact that I knew it was turtle kind of threw me off.
And as our interview happened to fall on Oden's 28th birthday, Sports Scene celebrated the occasion with a cake. Very pleased to be with you here today, Greg. Thank you so much for your time, and most of all, happy 28th birthday.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate this, and here we go.
There you go. It's been 2 years since Oden received any offers from an NBA team, and we can only guess his birthday wish was for a long period of health in order to finally realize his massive potential on court.
You know, Barker people, this is me before the draft. 15 minutes before I got to be downstairs, and 10. And this is everybody following me today. It's cool.